Hi everybody, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. I had started to open up this Dolly mail in another video, but I just had so much that I couldn't open it all in one and not take forever. So this is a part 2. This is some Dolly mail that I have purchased for myself from a couple of Etsy vendors. And yeah, so let's see what's going on. I got 2 packages. All right, let's open this one first. This is from a vendor called Lace King. I needed some snaps. I was running out of snaps, and this vendor not only had snaps, but some other odds and ends that I thought were interesting for doll sewing. Yeah, Lace King 2013. Thank you for your purchase. Your valuable review is very encouraging. Da 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 da. Okay, well, let's see what we got in here. So like I said, I got snaps. Yeah, I got some snaps. These are a brand I haven't used before. And they are supposed to be a size 04. They look good. They look nice. They're heavy. They're nice. They look like decent quality. So I got a couple packages of those. And then I got this crocheted lace. This looked interesting. I thought this would be something I like to trim things sometimes, you know, little dresses and stuff like that for the dolls. So this wasn't overly expensive, so I just got a little bit of it. Yes, very pretty. This would do nicely. Yep. I can usually I hand stitch it, but I could use the machine to sew this as well. So I got a couple yards of that. And then this is something unusual. It is like a remnant, but they cut the edge off of this lace bit here. So you can see it's got like an eyelet finish to it. And I thought this would be interesting to add, you know, to the bottom of a doll skirt. Or I might even be able to make like a little tiny top out of it. It wasn't very expensive, and I just thought, you know what, it looks interesting. Let me grab some of that and see what I can create with it. It's got little polka dots and little bits of flowers, and then of course this really ornate stitching here. Very pretty. Yes, could do a lot of Mori girl type designing with this, I was thinking. All right, let's see what's in the other package, guys. So this other package has a bit of a story behind it. Just to get to it quickly, the short version is I am thinking of jumping into doing some more customization. If you've watched my channel for a while, you've seen me do things like switch out bodies and scalps and that kind of thing. But the little bit that I did try to actually customize, I think I was doing sleepy eyes on a doll and a little bit of face up. Anyway, it did not go well, and it kind of turned me off to the whole thing. And I have other reasons too why I haven't jumped into face ups, but after doing a lot of video collabs and challenges with Dolls Rescued, Marna at Dolls Rescued, she has encouraged me now to give it another go. So I bought a customization kit just to do face ups. I'm not gonna carve. I'm not ready for that, guys. I'm probably not even ready for this, honestly, but. So this is just a little flyer that came with it. This is, did I mention the vendor? I don't know if I did. BB Dolls. Casey, she has a YouTube channel, and she has a Etsy shop where she sells customized dolls, customization supplies, and that sort of thing. And I went over to check her out, and she has quite a few videos on how to customize too. So I was looking at her videos on how to customize. Oh, here's a little, okay, oh, that's right. She's also runs the BJD Expo out of Oregon. So if you were up that way, that is like on the total opposite end of the world for me, practically. But that's pretty cool. So she's very, very dolly knowledgeable, and she has some of what I think are some of the best customization videos out there. Another YouTube creator that I could also recommend other than Casey is Beth Ramsden. She has some really good videos. But anyway, let's open this up. This is supposed to be just like a beginning kit that has the basics to do a face up, from what the description says. And I think it opens up here. Yeah, kind of sticky. supposed to have, you know, just some brushes, pastels. All right, so we have a couple sponges, like makeup sponges, a brush, this brush, it's kind of a squared off brush, and this brush is very tapered. Obviously they'd be useful for detailed work like eyebrows and that kind of thing. So we got a couple of brushes. These look nice. Yeah, these are nice. I mean, they're not like, okay, it's this Crafter's Choice Royal Link Nickel. Yeah, they're nice. They're not cheapo ones. They're not super high end, but they're not super cheapo. And I like this little, this is nice, this little bit here. All right, so sponges. And then we have, now she also has a link to a video in the listing to kind of help you figure out how to use the stuff. There we go. Open it. All right, so instead of having like a whole bunch of pastels that you have to break up and everything, what she's done is she's given you some of the basics. We've got black, white, brown, red, and this looks kind of like a pinkish color. So just the basics, and then that way you don't have to buy a ton of supplies. So all of this, I believe, if I remember correctly, I think the cost of this little beginner's kit was like around $20. Now, obviously, I also need a can of Super Clear, which she doesn't sell for understandable reasons. That's kind of toxic stuff. I do have a can of that. But yeah, I like this. You know, there's a decent amount here. I think you don't need a ton from what I can tell. Like, I know what I'm talking about, right? But from what I've seen, you don't need like a whole bunch of coloring supplies for this. So I feel like this is probably enough to get me started. We'll see what happens. My goal is to basically just take one doll and do a minimum face up, no carving. I'm actually thinking of just not removing their first face up, but just kind of like adding to it, you know, making like another layer to it. We'll see how that goes. My one main concern, other than my lack of talent, is that I live in Florida and it's very, very humid here. So I know that you have to usually have multiple layers of Mr. Clear, Mr. Super Clear. So, you know, that I'm worried about it drying in time, because I have tried to do things before, like I was trying to make resin jewelry for a while out of resin, and that just I could never really get that to cure. I mean, it just never, and that could be me, you know, mixing it wrong or something. I realize that, but I think a lot of it is, you know, I'm fighting against the humidity. But as I film this right now, it's not super crazy hot here because it's December. So fingers crossed, maybe if I get my act together in the next couple of months, while it's still not ridiculously hot, I might be able to do that. So anyway, didn't mean to ramble, but this is what I got in the mail. These are my little crafty supplies. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, especially as far as the face up goes. Have you guys ever done a face up? Are there any you know, YouTubers out there that you could recommend I check out their videos? Don't necessarily put the links, just put the name of the video or the name of the YouTuber, because I have links blocked because of spam issues. But if you have anybody that you'd like to recommend for me to go check out, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for stopping by. Have a wonderful Dolly Day. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already.